This is going to blow your mind. Imagine packing your bags and leaving forever in minutes. No warnings, no goodbyes, just silence, and the haunting emptiness left behind. Across our planet, there are places where time seems to stand still, places where the clock stopped ticking and life as we know it ceased to exist. These are places frozen in time, forever scarred by tragedy, disaster, or simply the relentless march of progress. Here are 3 places that were abandoned in a single night, with no time to look back. Today, they remain eerily untouched, as if the people simply vanished. These are the stories of places frozen in time. Nestled in the heart of what is now Ukraine lies a city frozen in time. A city not reclaimed by the jungle, but by an invisible force far more insidious. This is Pripyat, once a shining example of Soviet progress, now a chilling monument to the devastating consequences of nuclear disaster. Picture this: bustling streets, children laughing in playgrounds, families strolling through parks. Pripyat was a city on the rise, a testament to the ideals of a nation. Built in the shadow of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, it was a community woven together by the threads of industry and ambition. Then, on April 26, 1986, disaster struck. Reactor number 4, the heart of the power plant, suffered a catastrophic meltdown. An explosion ripped through the night, tearing a hole not just in the reactor, but in the very fabric of life as these people knew it. The initial hours were a blur of confusion and disbelief. No alarm bells, no official warnings, just a growing sense of unease. Then the evacuation order came. Over 50,000 souls were told to pack their belongings, that they would be gone for just a few days, a temporary measure, they were assured. Little did they know they were saying goodbye to their lives as they knew it, and so they left. Leaving behind half-eaten meals on tables, toys scattered on living room floors, clothes still hanging on the line, swaying gently in the breeze. The city fell silent, save for the wind whistling through deserted streets and the creaking of abandoned swings in empty playgrounds. Today, Pripyat stands frozen. A haunting tableau of a life interrupted. The buildings, once symbols of modernity, are now slowly being consumed by nature. Trees sprout from rooftops, their roots burrowing through concrete and steel, reclaiming what man has abandoned. The Ferris wheel, a symbol of joy and laughter, now stands motionless, a rusting reminder of promises unkept and childhoods lost. Wolves roam the streets, their howls echoing through the empty buildings, the new masters of this concrete jungle. But the true horror of Pripyat lies not in its decay, but in its silence. The silence of a city forever stilled, a place where time stopped at 1:23 a.m. on April 26, 1986. It is a chilling reminder of the invisible threat that lingers, the invisible hand that emptied these streets and silenced the laughter of children. Pripyat is a stark warning from the past, a glimpse into a future we must strive to avoid. A future where silence reigns and the ghosts of yesterday serve as a chilling reminder of the fragility of our existence. Deep in the French countryside, nestled amidst rolling hills and winding rivers, lies a village forever scarred by the horrors of war. This is Oradour-sur-Glane, a place where time stopped on a warm June afternoon in 1944. Unlike Pripyat, consumed by an invisible force, Oradour-sur-Glane bears the tangible scars of human cruelty, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can grip the human heart. Imagine a place where the air itself feels heavy with sorrow, where the silence whispers of unspeakable atrocities. This is Oradour-sur-Glane, a village frozen in time, not by accident but by design. It was June 10, 1944. The Allied forces were advancing, pushing back the Nazi grip on Europe, but in this small corner of France, the war was about to take a horrifying turn. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the cobblestone streets, a convoy of German SS vehicles rolled into Oradour-sur-Glane. There were no sirens, no warnings, just the rumble of engines and the heavy thud of boots on the pavement. The villagers, caught unawares, went about their evening routines. Children played in the streets, their laughter echoing through the square. Women prepared dinner, the aroma of freshly baked bread wafting from open windows. Men gathered in the cafe, discussing the war news and sharing stories. Then, in a heartbeat, everything changed. The SS troops fanned out, their faces grim, their intentions clear. They rounded up the villagers, men, women and children, herding them into the village square. Fear hung heavy in the air, a palpable entity that choked the sound from their throats. The men were separated from the women and children, marched to nearby barns and brutally murdered. The women and children, huddled together, their eyes wide with terror, were locked inside the village church. And then the unthinkable happened. The church, a place of sanctuary, a symbol of hope, was set ablaze. The flames roared, consuming everything in their path, the screams of the trapped villagers swallowed by the inferno. When the smoke cleared, only silence remained, a silence broken only by the crackling of embers and the mournful chirping of birds. Oradour-sur-Glane, once a vibrant community, was no more than a smouldering ruin, its streets littered with the bodies of its inhabitants, its buildings reduced to rubble. In the aftermath of the war, French President Charles de Gaulle made a momentous decision. Oradour-sur-Glane would not be rebuilt. It would remain as it was, a stark and haunting memorial to the horrors of war, a testament to the fragility of peace. Today, visitors walk the silent streets of Oradour-sur-Glane, their footsteps echoing through the ruins. They peer into burnt-out homes, their eyes tracing the outlines of furniture, the remnants of lives cut short. They see the toys scattered on the ground, the half-written letters on desks, the scorched photographs on mantelpieces, each object a poignant reminder of the lives lived and lost within these walls. Oradour-sur-Glane is not a place for the faint of heart. It is a place of reflection, a place to confront the darkest aspects of human nature. It is a place that forces us to ask ourselves, how could this happen? And more importantly, how can we prevent it from happening again? Chapter 3. Rising from the sea just off the coast of Nagasaki lies a testament to Japan's industrial past, a concrete behemoth now reclaimed by the relentless embrace of the ocean. This is Hashima Island, once a thriving coal mining community, now an eerie ghost town frozen in time. Known as Gunkanjima or Battleship Island due to its imposing silhouette, Hashima was once a symbol of Japan's industrial prowess. From the early 1900s, it housed thousands of workers and their families, all drawn to the island by the promise of work and a better life. Imagine a place where towering concrete structures, apartment blocks stacked one upon the other, rose from the sea. A place where every inch of space was maximized, where life was lived within the confines of this man-made island fortress. At its peak, Hashima was one of the most densely populated places on Earth, a testament to human ingenuity and the insatiable appetite of industry. The island buzzed with activity, a microcosm of Japanese society. Children attended school within its walls, families shopped in its stores, and life in all its complexities unfolded within the confines of this concrete island. But Hashima's fate, like that of so many industrial towns, was inextricably linked to the ebb and flow of the global economy. As the demand for coal declined, so too did the island's fortunes. And in 1974, with little fanfare, the mine that had sustained Hashima for decades was shut down. The announcement came as a blow to the islanders. The lifeblood of their community, the reason for their existence, had vanished practically overnight. Within days, the evacuation order came. Families packed their belongings, their hopes and dreams packed away in boxes alongside their possessions. They boarded ships, their eyes filled with a mixture of sadness and uncertainty, leaving behind the only home many had ever known. And then, silence. The once bustling streets fell quiet. The laughter of children, the clatter of mahjong tiles, the comforting rhythm of daily life, all gone, replaced by the relentless roar of the ocean. For decades, Hashima lay abandoned. Typhoons lashed its concrete shores, the salt air slowly eroding its buildings, reclaiming the island piece by piece. Nature, as it always does, began to creep back in, reclaiming the spaces once occupied by human life. Today, Hashima Island is a ghost of its former self, a haunting reminder of the transient nature of industry and the enduring power of nature. Tourists are now allowed to visit parts of the island, to walk among the crumbling buildings, to peer into abandoned apartments, to catch a glimpse of a life once lived. They see the remnants of everyday life, a child's shoe left behind in the haste of departure, a schoolbook lying open on a desk, a calendar frozen on the date of the evacuation. Hashima Island is a place of contradictions, a place of immense beauty and profound sadness, a place where the ghosts of the past linger, whispering tales of a bygone era. It is a stark reminder of the power of both human endeavor and the forces of nature. A place where the past and present collide, leaving visitors with a sense of wonder and a touch of melancholy. These frozen-in-time places tell stories through silence. From nuclear disaster to wartime atrocities and economic collapse, they remind us how quickly life can vanish. The laughter of children replaced by the whisper of wind, bustling streets now echoing with emptiness. But in that silence, there's a profound lesson. A reminder of our shared humanity and the fragility of the world we've built. Some places are abandoned, but never forgotten. The ghosts of Pripyat, the shadows of Oradour-sur-Glane, the concrete whispers of Hashima Island, they stay with us. They urge us to remember, to learn, and to strive for a future where such tragedies are never repeated. Subscribe to Hidden Voyage for more forgotten histories, eerie destinations, and travel mysteries that defy time.